Hey now, welcome back Indie Warriors, or if it's your first time here at the channel, good to have you. My name is Old Gamer Joe, and no I am not an AI, here's the proof. Have they AI'd farts yet? I don't know. I'm just trying to... It's me, okay? I don't even know how to do the weird AI fake recorded thing. It's time, though, for another episode of The Dream Drop, and it's a special Valentine's Day episode. Do you feel the love in the air? That's because a massive new AA release from the makers of the Little Nightmares franchise is on the horizon. But let's not just fall head over heels for one game alone. We got 20 other indies to show some love. And goodness, seeing everyone's in such a loving mood, you can support real people that make real things. See, I just proved it again, at patreon.com/idreamofindiegames, where your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. Please note, this list does not include early access games because so many of you yelled at me for doing that. But hey, before we get into all of those amazing indie releases, we do want to thank our awesome indie sponsor for this episode. It's Code Nightly with their upcoming release, Sunken Sky, setting sail this March. Though you can slap it on your wish list right now using the link in our description box below. Even better, there's a full demo ready for you to try this very moment, so no excuses, okay? This charming indie mixes JRPG vibes with Metroidvania madness to spectacular effect. You're looking at an epic 20-plus hour adventure with lovely hand-painted visuals, a powerful character-driven story featuring 3 different playable protagonists, a massive world stuffed with minigames, characters, secrets, and over 50 enemies to clobber. See if you can save the kingdom yourself this year. Go on, be a hero and check out the demo right now. Do it! Alright, well, you don't have to, but you really should because supporting indies is brilliant. So pop down to the description box and toss Sunken Sky on the old wish list today. Right then, you know what time it is. It's on to the indies. And I just realized I wrote this script kind of British for Ashton, but she is not here. Alright, you indie animals, leading the pack this week is Reanimal, of course, a new cinematic platformer from the same folks who brought us Little Nightmares. Well, the good ones anyway. This horrific romp follows 2 orphan children attempting to rescue a missing friend, and leads them to having to escape a dangerous island. Expect plenty of platforming, co-op puzzling, and enough scares to make you spill your tea. See, I told you this was kind of written British. After trying the demo, I knew this was going to be a proper must-play, capital letters and all. So grab a mate or go it alone when Reanimal breaks out of the zoo and lands on Steam and all major consoles on the 13th. If cinematic platformers aren't your thing, why not get a little weird with the newest release from Edmund Macmillan? Yes, that Edmund Macmillan, the developer responsible for Binding of Isaac. Enough said, really. His latest indie fever dream somehow looks even more unhinged than his previous ventures. It's Mewgenics, launching on PC on the 10th. Take command of an entire army of furry pussies in this tactical roguelike featuring turn-based battles. With no shortage of abilities to master, gloriously deranged artwork, and endless genetic combinations, we'll soon find out whether Macmillan's latest creation is going to be his greatest. Survival horror fans, prepare to shit those pants of yours with the release of Crisol, Theater of Idols, coming to us from Vermilla Studios and who else but Blumhouse Games. The undisputed masters of budget horror are dipping their toes deeper into the gaming market, and this indie outing looks to be their most ambitious stab at it yet. Explore a cursed island where your own blood is quite literally your ammunition. Blast your way through wooden living dolls, unravel the mystery of a sun god, and tackle brain-bending puzzles as you try to survive this nightmarish world. Much blood will be shed, yours mostly, when the game releases on February 10th. Yep, I'm still a real person. Do you want to get high? Well, it'll only cost you 60 American dollars. An absolute bargain if you ask me. High on Life 2 is rolling in from Squanch Games, the sequel to High on Life. Shocking, I know. This time around, you're up against an alien conspiracy pulling the strings of a bunch of absolute oddballs who will have to blast and skate their way through a stunningly rendered world. Humanity is apparently counting on you, which is worrying, so kickflip your way to victory as you skate, shoot, and giggle your way through this unhinged adventure made strictly for grown-ups with a sense of humor. That's most of you, right? Romeo, oh Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? Why, he's turning up on the 11th, obviously. From the wonderfully strange mind of Suda51 comes Romeo is a DEADMAN, a third-person single-player action romp stuffed with more twists, turns, and bloodshed than a Shakespeare production. My, it's a bloody week, isn't it? You'll be carving your way through chapter after chapter in this sci-fi adventure, complete with Grasshopper's signature visual flair and that delightfully bizarre humor only they can get away with. Swap between guns and swords on the fly in what promises to be a gloriously violent affair. Absolutely not recommended for children or the faint of heart. At this rate, we might have to start slapping an M for mature rating on our thumbnails just to be safe. The fate of the world is now in your hands. Nothing new for you video game fans out there. You are a video game fan, right? Otherwise, what are you doing here? Not that I mind. See if you can save the day in Disciples Domination, the latest turn-based RPG from Artifact Studio. Choose from different classes, gather companions, and explore a massive world entirely at your own pace in this epic release, which is raising its sword to the sky on the 12th. Not an epic release in that it's going to epic, but you know what I mean. Get ready to dominate. Hop aboard a bike and brace yourself for a proper thrill ride on the 12th because Milestone SRL is revving up for the release of Ride 6, a racing game so fast it'll leave the competition in the dust. Take part in the so-called Ride Fest, going wheel to wheel with over 200 other bikes as you attempt to become the ultimate riding legend. Choose from a variety of crotch rockets and put the pedal to the metal later this week. I mean, honestly, what else is there to say about the 6th iteration of anything? At this point, you either love it or you've crashed and burned. After all that riding around, it's time to settle in with some nice 2D pixel art and swords. This is Crimson Capes, spreading its fury on the 12th. You'll battle back an assortment of monsters in this fantasy world full of dangers and traps. Utilize various sword techniques, master spells, and work your way up a skill tree, unlocking various new abilities. See how high up the tower you can climb in this great-looking indie release that will fit comfortably in your collection. This next game stars that one character model you've seen about 1,000 times. It's Relooted, looting its way onto Xbox and PC. You've heard of looter shooters before, but this time you're literally looting museums and taking back African artifacts in what kind of looks like a runner. A bit of a change from shooting aliens, isn't it? Players will team up, plan each mission with careful precision, and try to leg it without getting caught when the game drops on the 10th. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Sorry, I clearly ran out of sensible things to say and just started singing. It happens. A puzzle game is headed your way next from Pixel Maniacs called ChromaGun 2. Die hard with a vengeance. Just kidding, I made that last part up. Paint the world in this colorful indie release that looks like it could potentially appeal to fans of the Portal series. You know, seeing as though we aren't likely to get another one of those anytime soon, the story looks to have a heart too as you use your paint gun to solve a variety of conundrums. I love that word. Color your wish lists or give it a purchase for yourself on the 12th. Next up, we have a music-based minimalist puzzle game titled Cadence, where you must join together circuits in order to create beautiful melodies. It looks quite cute based off of the footage and can be enjoyed at your own pace for a zen experience. While not exactly a rhythm game per se, lovers of music should still find much to appreciate in this indie cutie coming from Made with Monster Love. AI, it's all the rage these days. Hell, some people think I'm an AI, even when I do that. And Darts Games wants us to know all about it. Their game isn't actually using AI, however, it explores its influence in this new political drama called Lunar Ascendant. Make critical choices in this narrative-driven indie with sim elements and no shortage of shady characters. Do you have what it takes to manage a space colony? Is that what you're doing here? I don't know. It's space. Circles, we love them here at I Dream of Indie Games. They're round. They make for a great hula hoop. Cookies are round. The list goes on. Circle Empires 2 also shares our love for all things round, and it launches on the 9th. This quick-paced RTS features randomly generated worlds, no shortage of units and upgrades, a mounting system, there's probably a joke to be made there, but you go for it in the comments, and improved AI over previous entries. Join the Circle Jerk early this week. There, I got it in after all. That's what she said. Point and click your way over to the Steam page for Shadows of the Afterland, a new adventure that takes place in 1960s Madrid. Controlling a ghostly maid, you must explore the afterlife and possess people along the way for shits and giggles. Why not? Featuring the genre's trademark humor, the game feels unique from other point-and-clicks with its soul-splitting gameplay, and there's a demo available right now so you can try before you buy. This one will be haunting gamers' libraries on the 10th. Another week, another short indie horror experience. This time the spookiness comes in the form of The Oily Depths, which seems to be somewhat good timing with all the talk around Iron Lung lately. This creepy indie takes place within an oil drilling submarine, and you'll need to make careful choices so that you don't run out of oxygen. Very inconvenient. Don't run out of breath and grab this one on the 9th. More turn-based strategy coming at you with the hex-based combat of Astro Protocol, unleashing itself on the 9th. Carefully plot your moves, take part in epic battles across random maps, and choose between 6 different factions in this sci-fi epic that will have you on the edge of your seat. Stats nerds will eat this one up, but I'll be honest, looking at it kind of makes my head hurt. No 2 runs shall be the same this week. This next release looks a little bit cheesy if you ask me. It's Monterey Jack, making its way to PC and consoles on the stinking 9th. Players are trapped in a cheese factory and must run away from the evil cheese man. Jesus Christ, this is weird. It's safe to say that if you don't like jump scares or running for your life, it's best to avoid this release. But if you can muster up the courage, it'll be available on the 9th. Let me guess, one of the weapons is a Swiss Army knife. No, we did not make a mistake on the title card. Acclaim is back, and they're releasing a kid-friendly looking Metroidvania with the help of developer Eldin Pixels called The Prisoning: Fletcher's Quest. That's right, the same company that offered to pay people speeding tickets and tried to bribe those same people into naming their kids Turok is at it again. Somewhere in the world, a small child is named Turok because of that. But yes, it is that Acclaim, bringing us this light Metroidvania that puts you into the mind of a game developer. Let's see if this beleaguered publisher can come back in a big way on the 10th. What's next, a sexy BMX game? Oh wait, that already happened. Comment below if you know the one. Experience the BlazBlue franchise like never before in this updated version of the well-received roguelite action title, Entropy Effect X. The game's stylish visuals and sleek combat system are back and better than ever, and now console players can get in on the fun too. Explore a mysterious lab as ace and slash and dash your way to victory. Chain together epic combos in this new version of an already great game. I used to like these fighting games too, they were good fun back in the day. Haven't played one in years. And closing out our week, What? Who screamed? That totally wasn't me doing that. Ah, shit, I must have left the oven on. No, hang on. There's been a murder. In Clue Murder by Death, you must solve a murder mystery in jolly old England during the 30s, back when everyone spoke like a BBC radio announcer. Players will make crucial choices as they take part in 2-hour investigations across an adorable 3D manor. Was it The Man in the Pan? Oh wait, that was Mousetrap. Never mind, wrong board game entirely. See if the Colonel cuts the mustard on the 13th. Though, knowing Clue, he's probably been bludgeoned with it. Alright, I think that's enough yapping out of me for one week, but thank you for all that you do for independent content. Like, subscribe, Patreon, do all those wonderful things. We'll get Ashton back next week. Her microphone malfunctioned halfway through, and now I feel bad for her. Voice to the voiceless.